Hydro field cuts through my neighborhood.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi, I'm your host, Blackie.
how's it going, people? I'm the disembodied voice you've come to despise. My name is Esteban.
How are you? Welcome to another episode of Fearlessly Authentic. Um, we're gonna
Bloop.
we're gonna go over an article I came across earlier, and I haven't read it. I just read like the headline and like the first like little like couple sentences, and I'm like, we need to live react to this. So that's what we're gonna do. Should be interesting. So how are you, Steve?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Doing good. So before we get started, I'm just gonna give everybody a little bit of time to kind of like get the notification that we're live. Oh, see, just went out that we're live on Rumble. Um, so if you're watching this later and not live, just you can fast forward if you don't want to hear. So we're gonna talk about how we went to. It was pretty crazy. We went to the DMV today.
Yeah.
To just do Department of Motor Vehicle regular stuff. But like during COVID, they changed it so they have like it's like by appointment only. Oh my gosh, the system like it works. Whatever they did, the whole appointment system and everything else, like you go in and we were in and out of DMV in 20 minutes. Like it used to be like you had to have the whole day off. Like you were like, you were gonna be at DMV sitting there in a crowded room with all these people that are irritated and like, but like I was like, wow. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's one thing. Like, it was a
Yeah.
positive of, you know what I mean? Like having to shake up the system and have to do things a different way, where it worked, and so like they kept it that way.
It was like 20 minutes in and out, and there was no like angry mob and screaming babies and you know old people being mad about it not being the old days and just all kinds of things that were not there that used to be present in the DMV
Yeah, the before times
situation. In the
was
before times, I remember being a tiny kid, like maybe 8 or 9 years old, going with my dad to the DMV in West Warwick when I was a kid, right? And that place, I remember it was like
in Rhode Island.
in Rhode Island. It was, I think it was May. It might have been May or June, but it was hot as 10 motherfuckers in there. No AC. Everybody standing in line, just grumbling and pissed. But everybody smoked back then too. So it's just like this billowing cloud of smoke coming out of this city building. And I'm just like, just short enough to be below all the smoke, basically. I have like a vivid memory of that. So then today's experience at the DMV was like the polar opposite. It was like, whoa, this is how things are actually done when you do them to try to
To be
keep it to be
efficient.
efficient about how you do the thing.
Because they had to be, right? Like, so like there are some positive things that came out of the COVID times.
It was wild.
Right? Like we had to like rethink about how all of our systems were and how we interacted with each other and what wasn't working and what was working in some ways. The DMV came out as a net positive.
Yeah.
So at least our DMV.
Our DMV is functioning properly and efficiently.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So
And
if any of the people that moderate those realms, any of the agents dispatched to monitor our live streams and stuff, you might want to jot that down. Connecticut, DMV, and Norwich. Great job. Okay.
Great job.
Great job, guys.
And it was really cute because we're okay. So at our DMV, like I'm only 5'3". I'm a short person. I know.
Randy Newman tried to tell us about you people.
Surprise,
in the 70s.
surprise, right? Okay, because everyone thinks I'm really tall, but I'm not. I'm not tall at all. I'm only 5'3". I'm okay with that, and I'm not a male, so I don't have an issue with that. It seems like men definitely have an issue with height. Like, they're always comparing themselves in inches and height and feet.
It's a thing.
They're always measuring each other.
I'd like to be, I would definitely like to be at least 2 inches taller.
Yeah.
But
it's a weird thing.
It's a drag. It never
to me, because I don't care how tall. I'm like, what? I'm just as tall as I am, and that's it. But anyway, men like to compare and measure. So the counters are like really high at the DMV. So like I'm standing there and like so the lady behind the counter couldn't see that I had Leo with me. And then so I'm like, oh, he was in his bag that I carry him in. And I was like, oh, do you want to say hi? And there's like a little counter that's like, kind of like this level with me. So like I pop him up and I put him up there. And the lady literally jumped back like, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting it. And he was super cute.
She was
today.
She was visibly frightened
Leo,
by
come
the
here.
tiny, tiny dog.
Leo. Oh, she adored him.
She thought he was adorable with his
but she jumped back. She wasn't expecting a dog suddenly because only service dogs are allowed at the DMV. Leo.
He's like, no, I'm not getting up.
Come here.
I don't feel like it.
Leo.
All right. What a good boy.
Come show them. Say, I popped up like this. And the lady got scared for a second because she didn't know I was going to be there. It was really cute.
Oops. All right, so your microphone volume is just fine.
Very good. Very good.
Just fine, as far as I can tell. I don't know how mine sounds like, but hey, whatever. So, yeah, Leo won the heart of the lady that he scared.
He totally did.
And the story ends with old Red getting some classic plates.
Yep.
Successfully.
Yes.
Successfully classic.
Yeah. Well, the van is in 91.
It's
so.
trying. It's in 1991. It is technically old. An antique. Like
hey, we're antiques.
I told
anyway.
I'm like, that's like your man.
So yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day.
We're doing good.
DMV was improved. So like, that's good. Wait, where did oh yeah, Stringer it is.
Angela. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Independent Manny United and Brother Oz and the Yepper. Yep.
So we're going to go over an article and see where the article brings us because I have no idea. Like I said, I didn't read it.
It was just kind of a
it was just like
oh damn.
We need to talk about this.
This is a crazy article.
Because it's from the Daily Mail.
It's almost as good as the eyeball transplant talk. You get that New York City eyeball transplant success. You guys hear about that shit?
Well,
it's true. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah. So this is from Leo. So it's an exclusive. A sex change doctor unveils radical new transgender surgery, swapping the male and female genitalia between two trans patients at the same time, as colleagues decry huge risks of procedure. Yeah, this seems super risky. I mean, like super advanced and just super risky for for where we're like from my understanding of where we're at with medicine. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a surgeon. I'm not medically trained in any way like that. So, this is just an opinion. None of this is advice to anybody who is planning on any kind of surgery.
Nope.
Yeah, like not medical advice.
This here ain't no medical advice because we sure ain't no doctor. But
But
it sounds a little cray-cray.
I mean, like remember, it's do no harm. That is their oath that they're supposed to do is do no harm.
That's
And
right.
will this cause harm?
Well,
It seems. I don't know. Are we here? Are we here with medicine? Are we going to find that these people don't survive this? I don't know. Let's look into this article. Like,
look into it.
So a top sex change surgeon says he's gearing up for radical new procedure, swapping over the genitals of male and female patient in a single operation. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can say his name.
Right. Try it. Give it a shot. Hey man, I'm Carlos Santana.
Can you say it, Steve?
I can't make it big enough. I think it's Jean de Vic. That's how I would say it. Just do the end part where you're
Dr. D.
You just kind of slur it. Jean de Vic.
So Dr. Dr. D, who works at New York City's Mount Sinai Hospital. Well,
all respect to Dr. and the Djajic family. We're just terrible Americans and we can't pronounce things.
Okay, so he works at New York City Mount Sinai Hospital, and in his native Serbia. Says he's honed his technique for 15 years and on the cusp of a revolutionary genital swap procedure. This seems like this just
it sounds like a really, really bad Netflix show that's coming in the future.
Yeah.
Dick swap.
I mean, like, I don't know. I wonder what other medical doctors think of this procedure. That are in this field.
Like, I got a great idea for a show, you guys. Check it out. Like that's what it sounds like. It was a bad idea in LA that some doctor overheard and was like, yeah.
I mean, it seems a little Frankensteinish to me.
It's a little Frankensteinish, if I'm honest. It seems you want to put her where? You want his what?
I mean, are they gonna do like brain transplants next? I don't like. I'm just curious. Like, where does this
inappropriate or anti-Semitic? I don't know.
Where does this end?
If I just shout gefilte, I don't know.
I don't know, Steve.
All right.
Still, it remains unclear which trans patients will go under the knife or where the operation will take place, as experts warn of huge risks in a procedure that could go horribly wrong. Yeah, Now we are in the final step of Dr. D said the latest episode of Doctor Podcasts. Oh. It's the goal of his career.
Oh.
Oh, there's a video. Should we watch the video?
I think definitely.
Dr. Djordjevic, I know you're involved in some research.
Djordjevic.
Doing surgery simultaneously on male and female at the same time. So you're taking the genitalia from male, putting in a female, and then doing the opposite, female genitalia in a male.
So this is my main research now. It was my vision and my dream 10, 15 years ago, because I calculated with too many male and female organs that we are going to remove and put in the garbage. I concluded that it will be maybe useful to use these very healthy organs, because today transgender population average is approximately 22, 23 years. So we have a completely healthy genital organs. And who is going to give us a license to cut this and to put, to be not used, not to use for someone who really needs for this. So it was a basic of my research, and now we are in a final step. We are working in my forensic institute, my University of Belgrade, and we now try to develop techniques how to use genitalia from the person who is going to one gender, and then to transplant to another person who are looking for this. And as a result of this, I will tell you something that is very well known now in the literature in the world. We did 3 genital organ transplantations First one was a uterus transplant in a cis female in a monozygotic twins. It was the 11th in the world at this moment. It was a 2017. Then in 2019 we did the second testicular transplant. First one was in Texas in the late 70s, and last year we did a ovarian transplant. And from all of these 3 transplantations, we had a delivery. That is very good result. So
Right.
final approach will be to transplant a penis. This is my main goal of my career. And I hope that this future started yesterday.
This video will demonstrate the genital sex assignment from male to female by animation with intraoperative views.
I had to stop that screen. I don't want to watch that.
Don't show me.
I'm not. I took it off the screen. It's still playing.
Oh, creepy. The music was awful for it too. Like, oh, here's some nice guitar chords and here, check out the weenie on that girl. What the fuck is going on in this whole situation?
I don't know, Steve.
How is Mr. Bean been hybridized with fucking Zelensky, and he's like, oh yeah, we'll just switch them around. It's fine. You just put your parts in this one, and we'll put their parts in that one. With the Eastern European accent, and it was
Yeah, he said it's the main goal of his career.
his main goal.
It's to transplant a penis.
He is a ghoul. I don't know, man. That's super Frankenstein. I'm just saying. These people are.
It seems like there's going to be harm done.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like just an easy thing.
I mean, let adults do what adults are going to do. I'm not against people living their best life,
Absolutely,
or whatever. But I feel like this is gonna this just gives me red flags. It just doesn't seem like this is a good idea.
That's what the kids call it, right? Sus. It's a little sus.
I'm
no expert, but I understand.
So then the article goes on to say that transgender surgeries, especially those on children and young people, are hugely controversial. Advocates say they help trans people live their authentic selves, but critics say the procedures are risky, experimental, leading to recurring problems, and that many people come to regret them. Surgeons already perform general reconstruction operations known as vaginoplasties and phalloplasties. They involve creating a neopenis or neovagina from flesh on patients' arms, legs, or elsewhere. Yeah, and then people that have had those places where they take the skin from, like people get reoccurring infections in those places, as well as having other issues with the plasties that they make. So for Dr. D, they are wasteful, as patients who removed sex organ is put in the garbage. Well, I thought that they used it to recreate that piece. I concluded that it may be useful to use these healthy organs, he said. That's why he honed the technique of switching over the genitals of a biological male and biological female patients in the same procedure, he says. This is my main research now, he said, of the work he does at the University of Belgrade in Serbia. I don't know. It was my vision and my dream 10 to 15 years ago. Most of his patients are ideal candidates, and they are typically young, healthy, in their early 20s, he added. I mean, do they have to then be on anti-rejection meds for the rest of their life? How does that work?
I don't know how it can't, it doesn't just work. There has to be all kinds of other hormonal stuff going on as well for the fucking organs and things to take in the first place. It's crazy to me. I'm just like, what?
It feels like we're not there in medicine in this way.
Although like we were just talking about, we're going to talk about after about the eye transplant thing. If they could do that.
Well, hang on. Let's get through this, and then we can get into that part of it.
I sent the link to you on the DM.
Yeah. Okay. So in recent years, he said he successfully transplanted a uterus, ovaries, and testicles into his patients. From all these 3 transplantations, we had a delivery. That is a good result, he said. Okay. Well, that doesn't mean that, like. So you've done those just 3? Like that just doesn't. It just doesn't.
Yeah, 3 is plenty.
That's all we need for medicine now. Like, just a couple months.
They lowered the bar so
a couple,
far.
like, yeah, it feels like that.
That,
Leo, we are all home.
We're all
We
here.
are
buddy.
all home. There's another classic vehicle that lives like close by us here, and they park near us. And Leo, when he hears it, it sounds very similar to our own van. So he likes to bark at their vehicle, even if we're all home. But yeah. So he spoke in the podcast about the procedure alongside other experts in trans medicine. They were Mount Sinai's Dr. John Seaver. Uh-oh. He's trying to steal your name.
Oh.
An expert in giving puberty blockers to trans youth, and Marcy Bowers, the trans male to female gynecologist who heads the World Professional Organization for Transgender Health. She's the one. She was in the What is a Woman documentary. She is one of the doctors that was in there. Interesting character. Podcast host Dr. Robert Kleinhardt. Kleinhardt, is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Told DailyMail.com that the genital swab
Can't see the article on the screen, by the way.
would mark a major breakthrough in trans medicine. Oh, I thought you could. Let me fix that.
I just realized that I was looking at you, and when I went to read it, like when you had trouble with it, I'm like, wait a minute, it's not even there. What the hell?
All right, so there we go. So till now, people who had the surgery would modify their genitalia and sex organs by using skin and muscle tissue transplants derived from their forearms and other body parts. Well, yeah, but the males didn't have to do that. Only the females had to do that. So till now, people who had this surgery would modify. Okay, but he added there are new procedure. This new procedure carries a very significant high risk for the patients who are trading their genitalia, like a trading card.
Yeah.
Just like
I'll trade you that Johnson for this.
Yeah. Just like kidney, heart, liver, and face transplants, patients who have intersex genital transplants would be extremely high risk of rejecting their new sexual organs, said.
Leo does not approve of this conversation, I think.
He doesn't.
Gray Walker wants a prehensile penis.
Leo!
I mean, if penis is on if a penis upgrade is on the table, let's talk seriously about it. And, I'm not sure that Mr. Bean Zielinski is the guy for the job, though.
And I'll put the link for this in the notes or in wherever if people want it. But it's a Daily Mail article. So to avoid this, they would need long-term immunosuppressive medications. Yeah. So I asked that. And so that's the answer there to that part of it. Let's see what else. These medications put patients at high risk of getting severe infections, cancers of various types, and other serious chronic medical problems, he said. Yeah, like the one thing that people don't often talk about is how carcinogenic the opposite sex hormones are for the people. Like because females have testosterone in their bodies naturally too, but it's not the same level that males have. And, like, and vice versa. But like the testosterone, like, it's extremely carcinogenic, the artificial hormones.
Not good for you.
Yeah, no, it's not. So it actually shortens your life. And it shrinks your brain. And we found that out through other research that we have done. So Mount Sinai and the University of Belgrade did not immediately answer the request for comment. But Mount Sinai Center for Transgender Medicine Medicine and Surgery says on its website that the Dr. D and his colleagues are experts in their field. The physicians have experience with over 2,000 genital transgender surgeries that informs their care of each new patient, says Mount Sinai's website. Oh, Dr. D is not the first sex reassignment surgeon to face scrutiny for his pioneering work. Earlier this year, Dr. Blair Peters of Oregon Health and Science University, in a video, candidly revealed the downsides of genital reshaping surgeries he regularly performed on trans kids and adults. And that is the pink-haired doctor right here in this video. We have covered him before. This video and his testimony and from this podcast was actually played in the United States Congress to address these issues and to try to have a discussion with it. I believe that was over the summertime. Do you remember when we covered that?
Yep. I do.
So trans surgery's biggest drawbacks. One of the first studies on the after effects of trans surgeries revealed alarmingly high problem rates. Yeah, like there's a very high complication rate with these surgeries.
Yeah.
Endured pain simply from moving around is 81%.
Ouch.
Lower back pain 48, groin or pelvic pain 48, chest pain 48, and 43% with shoulder pain. And then 57% experienced pain with sexual intercourse. 29% could not control their bladder. 29% felt an urgent need to urinate, and 24% underwent physiotherapy after surgery. So,
Do you have to pee all the time? You feel like you have to pee all the time? That must suck.
Well, there's people that get reoccurring infections from the surgeries.
That does not
some
sound
people
like
end up
kind of
with urine or colostomy bags.
It doesn't seem like the best kind of trade. If you're trading one for the other in the operation.
That's why a lot of people don't have these surgeries, is because the high complication rate of them. So it seems like they haven't gotten the surgeries down.
Yeah. I like to comment on Wesley's comment. He said, "Can I get an extra right hand implant to go with my prehensile extra penis implant for the extra workload?" And I think it's a fair question, because ultimately you're just gonna be working twice as hard. You may have better access, because it's prehensile. All right. I'm sorry. We don't have to continue that. But
it just seems crazy that all this is happening. I can't imagine. This just doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just a person with an opinion, willing to share it. And there's a lot of us. Everyone has opinions about these things.
I like Popeye's opinion. I'm in this band no matter what we do up here. Good stuff.
So, meanwhile, the experts are increasingly called transgender medicine into question. One of the first studies into the side effects of the trans surgeries this year revealed alarmingly high rates of post-op pain.
Alarming rates of post-op
aching during intercourse, bladder problems, raising troubling questions for this new frontier of medicine.
I can't help but feel that all of it is way too much information about everything. I want to know that this is happening. I don't, it's like certain things are just yeah, well, That's fucked up. Please don't tell me about it because it's icky. Okay, for lack of a better word, that may not be my most articulate moment, but you know,
I just want to say that it's got to be hard to be a person that is that does suffer from the gender dysphoria.
Yeah, of course,
and to be kind of like in the mix of so much judgment and so much from like all sides and like everybody kind of having an opinion about your existence. That's got to be really hard. That's got to be a hard place to sit, and just to, have people from like all sides screaming all these different things and having all these different opinions about your life. Like that's got to be really hard.
Yeah, I imagine that is, but that is the same,
But should these doctors be doing this though? Should these doctors be doing these surgeries? Is this the best route? Is for something that is a mental health? Is this the best route for people to have a surgery? Is this doing harm or is this doing no harm?
Well, that's the thing is like that tribal consensus that Oz was just like, this is why we need tribes. Absolutely right, because.
But we do have a transgender tribe. That's the thing, is that we do have a tribe of people that are saying that this is okay. And we have a tribe of people saying it's not okay. So where do we find a solution when
they're not really.
There is a huge major conflict and people are being harmed?
Yeah, that's
and people see that both ways.
The foundation of all of those tribes are fucking garbage. They're not founded on anything real, or you know what I mean? So it's just a group of people. It's not really, it doesn't have all the parameters that you need to make a governing thing that offers guidance and wisdom and help with situations like that. Was that the end of that article?
I don't know if that's the very, that's the end.
Okay, well, I sent you the thing about the eye transplant.
Where did you send it?
In your Twitter. In your Twitter DM. And that's a very interesting freaking thing.
Okay. Let me drop the link in the StreamYard.
Hey, what the hell
No.
the hell you think you're doing up there?
Okay, so that is the article link. It's really easy to find it if you do an internet search also. But we'll make sure we link it below. And Steve sent over another article that we can talk about. But yeah, what do you guys think of this kind of thing? Like this kind of surgery? Like, what is your where are you standing with it?
That's why this next article is fascinating too. Just like, where do you stand on that?
Yeah, I'm trying to switch back and forth between. I think Mike is tickling my nose. So the surgeons in New York also, is this at Mount Sinai too?
Yeah.
The world's first eye transplant. Like, wow. I wonder if we can play this video. Maybe we'll play it. Is it Reuters?
Yeah. I can read the article.
Okay.
All right. Surgeons in New York have performed the first ever whole eye transplant in a human. They announced on Thursday. This is from November 10th to 2023. An accomplishment being hailed as a breakthrough, even though the patient has not regained sight in the eye. In the 6 months since the surgery, performed during a partial face transplant, the grafted eye has shown important signs of health, including well-functioning blood vessels and a promising-looking retina, according to the surgical team at NYU Langone Health. The mere fact that we transplanted an eye is a huge step forward, something that for centuries has been thought about but has never been performed, said Dr. Eduardo Rodriguez, who led the team. Until now, doctors have only been able to transplant the cornea, the clear front layer of the eye. The recipient of the eye, Aaron James, is a 46-year-old military veteran from Arkansas who survived a work-related high-voltage electrical accident that destroyed the left side of his face, his nose, his mouth, and his left eye. The transplant surgery took 21 hours. Initially, doctors were just planning to include the eyeball as part of the face transplant for cosmetic reasons, Rodriguez said during a Zoom interview. If some form of vision restoration occurred, it would be wonderful, but the goal was for us to perform the technical operation and have the eyeball survive, Rodriguez added. What happens going forward will still be monitored, he said. Presently, the transplanted eye is not communicating with the brain through the optic nerve. To encourage healing of the connection between the donor and the recipient optic nerves, surgeons harvested adult stem cells from the donor's bone marrow and injected them into the optic nerve during the transplant, hoping they would replace damaged cells and protect the nerve. Transplantation of a viable eye globe opens many new possibilities, Rodriguez said, even if sight is not restored in this case. Other research teams are developing ways to connect nerve networks in the brain to sightless eyes through insertion of electrodes, for example, to allow vision, he said. If we can work with other scientists that are working on other methods of restoring vision or restoring images to the visual cortex, I think we're one step closer, he said. James, who had retained vision in his right eye, knew he might not regain vision in the transplanted eye. The doctors never expected it to work at all, and they told me that from the get-go, he said. I told them, even if I can't see, maybe at least you all can learn something to help the next person. And that's how you get started, he said. Hopefully this opens up a new path. James might still gain sight in the transplanted eye, Rodriguez said. I don't think anyone can claim that he will see, but by the same token, they can't claim he will not. And at this point, I think we're pretty happy with the result that we're able to achieve with the very technically demanding operation.
Wow.
That's heavy duty.
21 hours is a long time to be doing that surgery. And imagine like how small that area is, like your actual working space and working with the nerves. I know, like when I had my my back surgery with my spinal fusion, like they have a doctor that comes in, like that came in, a specialist just for the nerves, because they only went through the back with mine.
It's really crazy that they can do that. They just they took and put an eye in this guy.
I mean, that seems crazy too. And
Yeah.
so it's like at the same
of the
time,
surgeries
is
just-
the first surgery as crazy as this one?
It
This
just
one
seems just
this
as
one
amazing,
This one seems just like amazing and mind blowing.
Yeah, next level. If that eye actually does eventually work, that'll be like what the fuck?
that could do amazing things for people.
Yeah.
But does this one sound different than the first one, than the transgender sexual reassignment surgery?
It's definitely different.
To me, it is, because you can always remove. You can, you know what I mean? Like you're not expecting, you know what I mean, the eye to necessarily work, and you can always remove it if you had to, you know what I mean, like that is always that option. But with sexual reassignment surgery, it's a much bigger surgery.
It's crazy. It's crazy that they can do that stuff.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Yeah, Wes, right? And like they can regenerate the nerve connection. Like the stuff that they could do with stem cells and stuff like that. I'm not against modern medicine or science, or science, but like I think that there needs to be more of an evaluation as to, you know, what is doing no harm and what is doing harm to people. Like, because it seems like the, the doctors are not necessarily all on the same wavelength when it comes to this. And there's always going to have to be a doctor that comes out and that is the like the first to try it. You know what I mean? And there always has to be like that outlier that's like, you know, yeah, I but at the same time I think that it needs to be done within reason. And one of these surgeries seems within reason and the other one does not. Hi Teresa.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think I saw Vicky. Vicky came in. Yes, there she is. Vicky.
Nice. Hope everybody's having a decent evening. Happy Tuesday to you. 2 years.
Yeah, do you think this second doctor is a God complex doctor, or is it just like the first one's a God complex doctor?
I don't know. I think there's a touch of that in all of them.
Oh my God, Popeye said he's going to be saving for a living vagina now.
Oh, that's sweet. Everybody needs a hobby. I mean, it's very cathartic. Cathartic. Hey, you better keep your cathartic out of that thing, man. For Christ's sake. So that is crazy. That dude just like got an eye put in, and you know they installed it kind of fucked up. It didn't quite work. Like the lights don't come on or whatever, but that sucker's still in there. It's still doing,
I mean, an
doing
eye transplant? That's amazing.
It's still
like,
doing eye stuff, you know. It's like it's still connected.
Can you imagine if its eye actually does regain
Yeah.
vision?
That's what I mean. If it figures it's because we have self-healing. Our bodies are fucking amazing. They just fix like everything in our universe wants to fucking exist. It wants to live. It wants to do
Well,
a thing.
I know somebody that had a partial transplant. The other surgery that they do, like the and he had it was Dan. You met Dan. He was Leo's doggy dad. He's no longer here, but he had 2 different color eyes because he had an eye transplant.
Neat. That makes him like one of them Siberian huskies. They have like a gray one and a white one, a gray one and a blue one.
Are you guys donors? Like, would you donate yourselves to
Your
like
parts, your bits.
are you guys donors?
Would you
I'm technically a donor on like like my license and stuff, like my driver's license. I'm a donor.
Your bits.
And I would totally donate. I don't want they wouldn't take my uterus anyway. But I'm too
That's right.
old at this point.
Australian Shepherd, the border collie thing. 2 different color eyes.
Yes.
Psilocybin helps regenerate spinal nerves, so I guess anything is possible. Yeah, the lion's mane has been shown to actually regenerate your brain. So maybe that dude just needs to eat a lot of lion's mane, and his eye will fucking work again because it needs whatever.
That would be so cool.
Dude's all spun out on mushrooms. Dude, my eyes work. Are you sure, bro? You just high. What's happening? How many fingers am I holding up?
Right?
That would be awesome if that was the case. You know, I just started eating a lot of mushrooms, man. The shit started working. My eyes started working, but they weren't broken, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to donate my body to science and then like just have it blown up or something. You know what I mean? Like they do that to people's families.
I love that. All I could think of when you say organs and meaning of life is, would you care for a wafer? It's a wafer thing. A chocolate? I couldn't eat another thing. And then the dude explodes, and you see his heart just. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that is so funny.
Can we have
Just
your liver?
liver theme.
Liver?
Great movies. There's a whole a whole bunch of fucking people between the ages of say 25 and 75 that Phil Lesh from the Grateful Dead has influenced into becoming organ donors. Because after he's a recipient of an organ, and he thanks the kid Cody every single show he plays, and urges people to become organ donors. He's been doing that for about fucking 30 years now, 25 years or something, quite a long time. So that's kind of weird and cool and creepy and cool, I guess. I don't know exactly how I feel about it, really. I'm not 100% sold on the idea, but at the same time, I see the good that it can do. So,
like, if I could,
it's just a personal thing. Like,
if I could donate a liver or a
Fuck yeah.
kidney, like if I was dead and I was just gonna be cremated, like, and I have a liver or a kidney or like an eyeball, whatever, something that
Hey,
can
you
help
got you using that
somebody else
eyeball?
live, a heart, I mean, like,
How's your hearing? What?
I don't have a problem with helping, I mean, I would, yeah, absolutely, I would be an organ donor.
Yeah, I think I probably would too, but I'm still I have a lot of trust issues with the Western medicine model as a whole. As just like the thing, the machine that it is.
I mean, like, if I'm
has
dead or
sown
whatever,
so
then
much doubt
yeah.
and so much distrust in my fucking heart that rotten cocksuckers, all of them. Anyhow, I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday out there. It's 10 minutes to 9 p.m. here on the East Coast of the place where we are.
East Coast of the United States in New England. It's really getting like really cold this year. I'm really wondering if we're gonna get like a real New England winter this year. We are like overdue. We never get the actual like real winters anymore.
Yeah, I think I seen that movie about harvesting organs and stuff from foreigners who are desperate. Like people, I'll give you my spleen.
Ugh.
I need $60,000. Nobody's. That's true, Wesley. He's like, but it's all in the event of death because nobody's ever had their liver removed by us and survived. No shit. Like, yeah, that's my point. Is like, if I'm fucking dead, okay. If you can salvage anything from this fucking husk, have at it. Have at it. I beat the shit out of this fucking machine, dude. So if I can help somebody else after,
like if I knew somebody
okay,
that needed like a fucking
cool.
part of a liver, like
part of the
liver can regenerate.
I don't know
itself.
what part of my liver still works, but hey, you can have
I would do
thing.
that if somebody I knew needed like a kidney. I would probably do that.
It's just funny though, you know what I mean? Like most people that I know, you know what I mean, unless they haven't like had a drop of alcohol in their life, you know what I mean, have probably abused their liver a lot more than fucking.
Yeah, but it regenerates itself.
It does. Our bodies do that.
And you can get your liver checked, if
I thought you were gonna say you could get your liver regenerated. You just call 1-800-LIVER cops. And fucking,
what?
I don't know. I really thought you were gonna say that. Like, you can get your liver regenerated.
No, you can get your liver. You can get your liver checked through blood work. How do you think
Keith Richards looks so fabulous? He gets his liver regenerated every 15 years.
No, but I always used to get my liver checked because I was, I took pain medication for my back for years. So I used to get I used to get my liver checked. And the doctor was like,
Liver
"Wow,
check.
your liver is really good, actually."
Liver check. That
Not to
sounds-
not to brag about my organs, you
Liver
know.
check
but
sounds
my-
like a band name. Like,
liver check.
you guys going to liver check tonight? Liver check is hot. They're on fire tonight, man.
That's Leo's band name.
You hear that kidney solo? Liver check.
Liver check is Leo's band's name. Okay, that's the name of Leo's
Liver
band.
check.
He's the drummer in Liver Check.
Used to be the drummer. He had to give it up. He became a service dog. He joined the service dog alliance.
It's a different branch.
He gave up his band, Liver Check, in the 80s.
Leo.
He had like the Flock of Seagulls haircut and stuff when he was a young pup. He was only the size of a large house mouse. He rocked pretty hard.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. I have that video that I think I sent it. Yes, there it is. All right. You guys are gonna love this. Just because we're talking about, women and stuff, we'll bring this up just because this show is completely random today. And there we go. Did it come up? There it is. All right. What did I press?
I just realized what you're going to play.
So this is advice to help with the ladies.
For the fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody that likes the ladies. It doesn't have to be the fellas.
That's true. This could be
This is
unisex advice.
Don't be sexist.
Oh my god.
Or somethingist.
I was being something.
Whatever it makes you. God, offensive, Steve.
Sorry.
All right.
Stetson.
All right, I'm gonna play this.
Are you in a relationship with a woman and you're tired of all that hooting and hollering? Well, here are 5 surefire ways passed down from generation to generation of men on how to calm those ladies down. Number 5, just tell her to calm down. Sometimes women get all caught up in their womaning and forget the basic rules of polite discourse. A gentle reminder to calm down should simmer the situation. Number 4, remind her to relax. This helps the ladies who understand their level of energy is inappropriate, but aren't quite sure what the next step to take. Number 3, you're here, I need you here. This simple physical action can help demonstrate the de-escalation necessary in this situation. Number 4, pretend this is your crazy knob. We need to turn it way down. Again, just another physical demonstration to show them the proper path. And number 1, only to be used in extreme cases. You're acting like your mother, and this world doesn't need 2 bitches that crazy walking around. Just use these 5 simple methods, and you'll never have an out-of-hand lady again. We'll see you next time.
We were muted.
I'm here and I need you there.
Okay, so I'm saying I would not take his advice in any way. I mean, if you want to that is the opposite advice. Oh my gosh, that was great. We had all kinds of things to say when we were muted.
Yeah, we said all the
The,
things.
if you want to follow him on TikTok, it's the @ the Chris BIGGS,
Chris Biggs.
and that is where he is.
Chris Biggs just helping out the people with their ladies. You know, just the best thing to do is just, you know, when they're freaking out, you just tell them calm down.
That will not. That will not.
That's always successful move. Always. No matter the lady, you know, you just calm down, sweetheart.
You know what? You know what I do when Steve gets really upset and like just pissed off and just. I usually start laughing at him.
Which is like my trigger, because my mom, ever since I was a little kid, could diffuse my anger, my pouty face with a laugh every time. So she like somehow fucking cosmically fucking knows that about me.
I didn't know. You made me laugh. You're funny when you get back.
Yeah.
It's just a natural
Real
reaction.
Funny. All right. You're here.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, I'll just laugh at him and I'll go over and I'll just give him a hug and laugh at him. And it works. It works for us. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily work for everybody.
No, some dudes would lose their mind. But I'm not that dude.
No.
I generally would prefer to laugh. You know, honestly. That's why my mom knows that about me. Somehow you already fucking know that instinctively. Do that. And it's the diffuser. How to take Steve out of his.
I've never met Steve's mom. We are planning on.
We're going.
We're gonna go down to Florida and we're gonna meet Steve's mom.
I had a brilliant idea today. Now, people, hear me out. Okay. Now, we start a tour on the beach, right?
So, like,
because we're on the East Coast.
We're talking about 2024. We want to do a tour, so you have to give people a little bit of background.
Okay, we're gonna go on tour. It's gonna be Steve tour. We're gonna just like come and bother all you people online that we can find and dox enough to show up in your town. And theoretically, I'm like, why can't I just play at the beach?
Because there's people that live away from the beach that we want to go see.
I know, that's a whole different thing.
You think Angela lives near a beach?
No, but I do think that the idea is a sound one. You start in Maine, right, and you go down the beach.
How about we start in Connecticut, where we are?
All right, whatever. You start in Maine, you go down the coast. You go all the way down the coast, all the way. You go down one side of Florida and up the other side. You go across and down Texas and along the border, and then you go up and you go, you have a break right there for like, Texas, Arizona, Mexico. And then you get to California, and then you go up California, go all the way up in Oregon and Washington, and just do the whole coast of the United States. Is what I'm saying. Coastal tour. Like imagine we're Jimmy Buffett and we're just sailing around the coast, but we're on land in a van.
I think what we need to do is figure out who wants us to come and see them.
Yes.
And we make the best possible route.
I think that's going to be the first leg of the tour. That's,
like, who wants us to come visit?
Yeah. Whoever is brave enough to tell us where they are, and my mom and my sister and stuff.
I mean, we have yeah. So Steve's family, Steve has family in Florida. I have family in Maryland and Virginia on the way down the coast. We have friends down the coast. So,
Yeah, definitely want to play Key West.
Yes, and Steve will get to meet my mom and stepdad and my brother and my sister.
My my mom and sister and brother and them live in Florida, so I definitely like to play there and play in different places. You know, definitely the Keys. I've been invited to play the Keys. I know a couple people who live there like year round, and
So
they've asked me years ago to play there, and I'm like,
yeah, because
let's
like,
go down.
okay, so like we got engaged in 2019, and that was the before times. And then because we went through all those times, and we're still at the tail end, you know, I mean, we're kind of at the tail end of those times, you know, the big C times. We never like we never did the wedding. We never got married. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the honeymoon the trip. Like that's gonna be our honeymoon. Is our tour. And we'll have all the stuff that we sell, and that's gonna be it. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, when the weather gets warmer, that's our plan. We're gonna figure it out. And so why are we gonna, oh my gosh, we need some kind of air conditioning
Yeah, I don't
in the
think
van. Like I don't know if I can do down south in the van without AC.
I don't think AC on the strip is going to be like priority.
That we're gonna swamp
Maybe
cooler it.
we can swamp cooler it. You know, we'll figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I'm not gonna stress about it.
But yeah, we're gonna figure it out. So yes, Mr. and Miss Burrito.
Yes. The Burritonians.
That's what we should do. We should change our last names
to Burrito.
Yes.
That would be hilarious. Hey, it's Stevie Burrito. I think that's a fantastic idea. Thank you, Lady Alex, for putting that in our brain. Now I'm never going to be able to forget it.
Yeah.
I remember when my name.
What do you think? Should we do it, guys? Should we go with the last name Burrito?
Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best name.
Maybe we should go Cutler Burrito.
Cutler Burrito. Cutler Burrito sounds more sophisticated. I mean, it just does. You know. Live Burrito. I don't know, man. Steve Cutler Burrito. And I don't know if that's a viable. Lucky hyphen burrito. It's like I can't spell hyphen. How do you? I don't know. This year's Key West Fantasy Zombie Bicycle Parade was unbelievable. God damn, man.
Oh, are you down in Key West?
Chico Rome is down in the goddamn Key West.
Nice.
Well, then see, we have a contact point there.
Yeah, so if you want us to come to Key West,
that's the thing. Is like I, try to do this in a chronological fashion. You know what I mean? Having the dates in the right spot and stuff, and booking them. But it's key having people in different places too to play different rooms and stuff at certain times. Certain times are harder than others because they're busier and people book shit in advance. So gotta get on that shit.
For New Mexico, I need an air conditioning. I don't. The van is a 91, and it does not have air conditioning in it.
Our van needs a van, but we're just gonna make do. We're gonna do what we can do. We'll have plenty of cold, neck coolers, back of the neck drinkers, back of the neck washers. You can jam at the fishing hole. We got some sand next to a fishing hole. All right,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Can we have a campfire? Because that's the key. You have to have a fire. Burning wood is fundamental down at the fishing hole.
No, the windows in the van open.
Well, they open. They do.
Well, the front two windows open.
The
We
front two open, and it's it could use one of them the big ass Hitachis that they got on top of them campers. You know, we've been looking at those too. Them fuckers are like $800 though.
Yeah.
You know, you get an $800 Hitachi on top of your van. It's going to take up all the real estate for the solar panels, and you know, how much is your van worth? Now it's worth $1,600. You know, like what the fuck? I don't know if I would invest that much in it. Like, I do, but I don't. You know, it's like it's been fucking awesome so long that I just hate to jinx it. Do something like all special. And I know we're gonna put the AC in this son of a bitch, and it's like an ice box, and then we get to fucking like, you know, we get to the George Washington Bridge, and it's like, no, I'm not running anymore. You know,
No, I would
I've
be
had that
fine.
happen
I would
with
be
other
fine
things.
with a good swamp cooler. Like I said,
swamp coolers are great.
it just helps lower the humidity in there. It helps cool the air. That's, you know, I can handle more heat, but like, you know, we have Leo with us, and you know, but yeah. Popeye, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna take merch on the road, and you know, minimal PA gear and noise making apparatus,
Yep.
just in case the places, you know, that I get booked in don't have PA. I gotta have some PA so that people can hear.
Yeah, I will take merch with me. Absolutely. I wouldn't take everything obviously that I have, because I have a lot of stuff. But especially like a lot of the jewelry and like the stuff like that that's smaller, that I can definitely travel with, the little wristlets, and some of, like, depending on the time of year, um might bring some of the thinner hoods or something like that. But yeah. Yeah. We're really excited about it. It's very exciting to.
It's exciting. You all excited? I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I know.
Oh, speaking of merch, I should show you some of the new stuff that I've made. It's not all like ready to be listed yet, but I can give you a preview.
A preview. This here's a review of the preview.
Oh, I can show them the stuff I'm going to do for the giveaway.
Yeah, we're gonna have a giveaway.
It's going to be on probably on Twitter.
It's gonna be on the Twitters probably, but that shouldn't limit your possibility of winning. You should be able to do it through the email too and stuff. You know?
Yeah, I don't know how, depending on how we do the picker for it.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll do one that's specifically for the channel too, or something.
We are definitely going to New Mexico for the Don Copiers. You can bet your sweet boopy on that, lady.
So this is
Hell no. Yep, X. We're trying to amass a bigger stash. Are you kidding me? Whoa. Death incarnate. That is like shiny, shiny, shiny Elvis death right there. It looks almost grape, like grape Kool-Aid and that bluish like teal.
Mm-hmm.
So funky. It's weird how the light collects on it. It's funky. Funky coffin for your stash.
So I'm gonna like do some stuff to this. This is just how it came out of the mold. And it's got my little Lucky Burritos paper in there. My little logo.
Lugo.
And I did this. Oh, you can't really. Okay, there you can kind of see it. The different colors. It like it's got like this color shifting mica powder in it. So it's like really cool. Like it looks different in the different lighting and stuff. But that's gonna go up. So this is probably gonna be part of the giveaway thing, a big giveaway item. The poly ashtray.
It's very shiny and sparkly.
My little logo back there, the little Leo.
Yeah, very cool.
So there's a little tray that I have to fix and do a couple things with, but I'm probably gonna do like a giveaway on Twitter with those, with the tray and with the ashtray and with probably with these guys, which can be either ornaments or they can go in your window.
Those are rad.
They can be keychains as well. They're really
Very sparkly.
Yeah, they have like color shifts, so they look different on either side.
Funky.
So
yeah, it's kind of rainbowy. It's almost like that, like the
and these two.
yeah, like the Mylar or what the Leo sticker, like that color shifting thing.
The
like
holographic, yeah, they're almost like holographic.
Yeah.
So these are really cool. They sit like that, but the same like kind of like color shifting stuff on it. So like on this side, they're like more of a greenish like purple, but on this side, it kind of goes to this like pink, orange, like purple colors and stuff. And like the bottom, it looks really cool too.
Very groovy. Iridescent, yes.
Yeah. But like if you hold them up to like the light, you can see through the like you can kind of see through it. So yeah, those are really cool. But so some of these things will be going up on the store, and a couple of them are going to be part of the giveaway. The lotus and the hands and the coffin will be going up on the store once they're ready. Should I show them my earrings that I'm working on?
I think you ought to.
Okay. So can you pass me my bag right there? I got this bag. Bunch of fucks. So
bunch of no good fucks.
I got these wooden things and made them pretty with the pretty rose paper in the background and put those on there and resin them. And that's the back right now. They're not they're just the plain wood. But they're gonna be earrings. Another pair. Yeah, I have lots of fucks to sell.
Whoa. That sounds
That these are the fucks I have to sell. Fuck earrings.
yeah, but I thought you wanted to sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're saying fuck them.
No, I said fuck earrings.
I know. I thought you wanted to sell them. Just if I can have it in Costello routine. Who's on first? What's on third? I don't know who's on third.
It's the most universal word, right? You could be like, you,
Hey,
it.
what
You
the-
know what I mean? Like you know, like you can. It's so.
I think it should say wanna above it.
You can say off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can. They're so such a good combo. I mean, look at that. Ah.
It's a lot of fucks. I think it's a lot of fucks, people.
So, yeah. These are gonna be. I'm gonna finish, seal up the back of them and stuff, and I'll make them earrings, and they'll be going up in the store too.
I definitely think you should do variations. Ones that say like wanna, and other ones that say we should, or like stuff like that. That would be funny as shit. People would like those too. Or just I'm not gonna, or not gonna fuck. Like just simple little things about it would be hilarious.
Well,
100 different variations.
I think you should make me a background that just says
Yeah.
like off, or you know what I mean,
That's what I
or
mean,
like
like,
all
I
the
could-
different like
Yeah.
things that you could say. Fuck
Yeah.
it, fuck off, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like,
Yes.
and it just like has all the words scrambled,
We'll just have every one of those fucking like variations that we can think of would be hilarious.
and then I'll put
Yeah,
them
WT,
on.
just all kinds of things that you could just put. That would be simple, easy to do for a background. Like I can make you the little square to put over the thing. Absolutely.
So yeah, I got more of the little teardrops
Let's.
and more of the little fox. So
Let's. Yeah, that's a good one.
as long as people are gonna want them, though, like I can make them all day, but I don't want to just like make them just so like I have them.
They're
You
just
know.
cute novelty, though. You never know. People fucking see that shit. Like, I need those. That's fucking funny.
Well, people were really excited about
funny.
the fact that I had little fucks,
Yeah,
like they
bunch of
were
little fucks.
really excited about that. So I think I'm gonna make some different little sets and put them up and see what happens. We got lots of goodies up on the website right now. Guys, if you haven't been over there recently, you should check it out. Even if you don't have money to spend, you should just check it out because
just check it out, man. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I had a thought and then it just went away completely. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can say a bunch of stuff in smaller words. It could be a paragraph, Like, what does that say? You get up close. What the fuck are you so close to me for, you fucking fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Get away.
Get away from me, fuck. Why are you so close? Quit reading my
If you
earrings,
can
fuck.
read this,
Yes.
fuck off.
If you can read this, get the fuck away. Yes. Great idea. I like it. I know you think it, you just want to get a little closer to read what it says on my hearing. You're a creepy fuck. Don't be a creepy fuck.
But yeah, I'm really excited about these. I thought they were really fun. So I'll let you guys know
Naughty fun.
what I come up with. Naughty
Yes.
fun.
Naughty good fun, people. All right. Well, I don't know. Do we have anything more? Should we wrap this sucker up as a short little sweet?
I think we're doing a short and sweet. Well, short and sweet for us. It's still almost an hour and a half.
Hey, what the fuck?
All right. So let us know in the comments if you're still here later on watching what you think of the 2 surgeries and the stuff that I made.
Yeah. And what do you what would be some of the suggestions for words or emojis to go before the word fuck on those earrings? I think that would be great. A little crowdsourcing. Thank you, everybody. We love you. And I hope you all have a great evening.
And we are going to have Mr. and Miss Burrito tour 2024.
U.S. tour. It's happening. Coming to a city and a frog pond near you. Down by the fishing hole, ladies and gentlemen.
You want us to visit you? Let us know.
Let us know.
Reach out.
Reach out. It's stevecutlerlive@gmail.com.
Check out luckyburritoart.com. All right. We will see you guys all later.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.